Hello, gorgeous! If you would like to achieve this cranberry winter look with cranberry red lips and generally light eye makeup, then stay tuned because this is your tutorial.
So to start out, you're going to want your hair out of your face. I like to use that clip or the headband depending on how my hair is that day. So start off with any moisturizer. Mine is from your local Walgreens and it's by Equate. I really like it. I think it does a really good job of moisturizing my skin, especially during this dry winter time. But yeah, I'm just patting that all over my face and I'm just rubbing it all over my face. I don't really have an exact method to it. I just like to focus on the areas that seem to be more dry, like right underneath of my eyes, on my forehead, and mostly I guess my T-zone. But now I'm going to start with the actual makeup. So I'm starting with this concealer by Rimmel London, and I believe it's called Match. It's just a shade or two lighter than my skin tone, and as you can see I'm putting it in a triangle underneath my eye, and then I'm covering any blemishes or redness that I see on my face, which differs depending on the day, but I'm also putting that right under my nose on my smile lines, and then of course I am going to blend it in. And now moving on to the foundation, I needed heavier coverage that day, so I used two products and mixed them together on my hand, which were the Rimmel London BB Cream in Light and the L'Oreal Paris True Match Foundation in Light Ivory W2, which is a warm shade. And these mixed really well together. They both had SPF in them, and I knew I was going out into the sun later that day, so I wanted to be smart. And I am now blending it in with a Beauty Blender sponge and just making sure that I have a really even coverage. So I honestly can't even tell you what powder foundation I'm using because all of the words rubbed off except for CoverGirl. So I know it's CoverGirl, but I'm going to have to go hunting for it again. I really like the applicator sponge that comes with it to just press it under my eyes as you just saw, because I feel like it helps to prevent creases in my eye bag area. And then after that I like to take a kabuki brush and just go over the rest of my face with that foundation until it is smooth and blending into my neck. Stop. It's bronzer time. Go bronzer. I'm using a baked bronzer by Ulta in the color Radiance with an angled contour brush starting at the top of my cheeks and heading down toward the lips and then doing the same on my jawline. As you can see, I like to make this beautiful fishy face here to see where my natural contour should lie because I don't have very natural definition there. So I don't go too heavy because I don't want it to look unnatural. For my blush, I am using a baked blush. I'm really into the baked products, and this one is by NYX in the color Journey. It's a beautiful pink, and I am putting it right on the apples of my cheeks. And after that, I'm going in with my favorite product ever, which is High Beam by Benefit, and I'm using it as my highlighter. And I like to put that right on top of my cheekbones and then blend her in. LOL at me checking to make sure it shimmers. And now I'm putting it on my nose and my cupid's bow and then blending that in as well. Guys, 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 I cannot rave enough to you about this product. This is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Finishing Powder. Completely matte, completely translucent, and it really helps to blend in your makeup without taking away from your makeup. It's the best purchase I've ever made for under $5, and that is a pretty expansive collection of mine. Yes, I'm jamming out to Taylor Swift's 1989 album, Just Let It Happen. Woo woo, it's eyebrow time, and that is the brush that I got with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Soft Brown. That was actually the first day I owned it, so excuse it. I went a little bit crazy on my eyebrows, which is not how I do them now, but I will maybe do a tutorial on that at some point. I also hadn't shaped them beforehand, which was not a good idea on my part, but I was just really excited to try it. So I am going to sweep this dude right underneath of my eyebrow to start, and then I'm going to brush her up and blend her into my eyebrows. That angle though. And then I tried to blend it and I just didn't really know how to use it yet. So yeah, should probably cut this, but I'm not going to. For your entertainment, you're welcome. So I did the same on the other side, except I extended this brow way too long and ended up cleaning that off with a Q-tip at the end. That's my Stay Don't Stray eye primer by Too Faced, and I think this is where I start singing Shake It Off. Yep, definitely where. And it's time to get naked. This is my Naked 2 palette, and I'm using the colors Foxy, Tease, and I think I used Verve. Verve? I don't know how to say it. But I'm using Foxy in my inner corners and underneath of my eyebrows. And then I'm taking Verve, I'm going to call it, and I'm pressing that onto my eyelid. And obviously that means that I'm saving the color Tease for my crease. New favorite thing, cheating at eyeliner. So I'm taking masking? I don't know. That's masking tape, right? I think so. I'm taking masking tape and I'm putting it alongside my eye and leading it up to my brow. And that one I actually placed a little too low, which you'll see in a second because I correct it. But I'm doing the same thing on the other side because who doesn't like a life hack when it comes to makeup? So you can use whatever eyeliner your heart desires. I really like this felt tip eyeliner by BH Cosmetics. I think it really makes great wings, and as you can see I had to move the tape up at about this point to make sure that it was an even line with the other one. Peel those babies off and look at those clean lines. You'll never go back to not using tape, I promise. And I'm just cleaning them up a little bit more with Q-tips to make sure they are absolutely perfect. And I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Million Lashes Mascara in Blackest Black. And I apologize, I know that looks really weird. My eyes are fluttering like crazy. And just like that, we're on to the lips. So I'm starting out by lining my lips with Ulta's Automatic Lip Liner in the color Bloom. And I'm just lining them. I'm going to fill them in with the NARS Cruella. I don't really know what it is. Oh, it's a Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. That's what it is. And after that, I wanted a purpley color, so I took Iced Amethyst by Revlon and layered that right on top. And last but not least, I took this little Urban Decay sample of a lip plumper in Venom.